Hi, I'm Jordan Rhodes. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Come on. Hello guys, what's going on? Norwich City Central here. Norwich City 3, Rotherham 1, and this is how social media have reacted to Norwich City's impressive comeback over Rotherham. Rotherham defended well in the first half, got a lot of players behind the ball, made it difficult for Norwich, but Norwich City showed great character, great resilience to come back and win the game 3-1. Please leave me your thoughts down below, and yeah, this is how social media have reacted as Norwich City go back to the top of the table. There will be a match day experience on Bleed Norwich's channel, so please feel free to go check it out. That'll be up later on. But yeah, really pleased with how it's going so far with Norwich. And even when we go 1-0 down, we've got such character, such determination to get back in the game. And we're in a great place at the moment. So yeah, if you're new to Norwich City Central, please subscribe for consistent Norwich City content. And let's get into it. Mark says, great win that. Was always going to be a tough game. I think Farke knew that by the way he acted at the end of the game. Moments of brilliance in that second half. Yeah, Daniel Farke at the end of the game was giving it the fist pumps to the Barkley. He was getting really emotional, and it's kind of the first time you've seen him react like that. And that's what you want from your manager. I love it when, Jurgen Klopp, David Wagner, really give it to the fans and show how passionate they are. And Daniel Farke is getting very passionate now, and I think, something's building. And fair play to the Norwich City fans as well. They kept with their team and throughout that second half, and yeah, brilliant performance. And yeah, the moments of brilliance in that second half. I thought Todd Cantwell was absolutely superb. Great finish for his first goal, and then assisted brilliantly for the second goal to Maximilian Aarons. And Max Aarons, I just hope, even if Norwich City get to the Premier League, I'm not sure Max Aarons is going to actually stay at Norwich because he's ridiculous, and he's got a future in this England squad, and I'm not overreacting. I think Arsenal and Chelsea were both interested in him, and hopefully he stays at the club. Because I think a big offer could potentially come in for this kid. He's absolutely superb and a brilliant finish, and not just that, but the way he gets forward, his maturity is something else, and he's only 18 years old. He's quite literally living the dream. Matt says, before Pukki scored that and missed that big chance, I looked over to the sideline, and who else but Jordan Rhodes is clapping him and telling him to get his head up. Great lad, yeah. Jordan Rhodes is the type of character you want at a club. Obviously he's on loan, but he hasn't kicked up a fuss about not playing. He comes on from the bench and he always makes an impact, doesn't he? And yeah, he's that type of character who's, I've met him a couple of times post-match, and he's obviously does the intro for Norwich City Central, and he's a really nice lad. He's really humble, and yeah, he's a great character to have. And what a brilliant option as a second striker for him to have. And the way him and Teemu Pukki link up, you can tell you can tell there's a great bond with Norwich City, and I love Jordan Rhodes, and I'd like to see him stay if there was an option for him to stay. Richard says, humble pie for Dad and I, just saying at half time how average we both think Cantwell is. Then he gets a golden assist. Has anyone asked Farke why he never leaves the player up at set pieces, invites pressure? Well, let's go away from that second point. But yeah, Todd Cantwell did look average in the first half. He had a shot which went out for a throw-in, and there would have been a few fans who would have questioned Todd Cantwell's ability in this game. I think we all know he's a great player, but he didn't have a very good first half, and neither did Norwich, to be fair. Rotherham were defending brilliantly, and I don't think any of the players had great games. Pukki, Buendia, Stupiman, Cantwell, all in that first half weren't particularly great, but in the second half they were amazing, and showed a lot of creativity and composure on the ball, which is what you want to see under Daniel Farke's system. But yeah, we could have a player up for set pieces and possibly does invite pressure, but obviously that could be a worry later on in the season. I don't think we defended set pieces well in that first half. Second half we were really good. Tim Close was in and we were excellent. But yeah, something to consider for Farke. But no, really positive there. Sean said, needed someone to grab the game by the scruff of his neck. Step up Todd Cantwell. Played really well second half. Took his goal well, and assist was great. Bit lightweight at times, but deserved man of the match. Yeah, he was excellent, wasn't he? He stepped up brilliantly. Great movement to score his first goal and the second goal. I mean, obviously, I'm a big fan of him, obviously scoring the first goal, but I thought he did better for the assist. I thought his assist was brilliant. The way he clips it perfectly in behind to Max Aarons was something else, and it's so nice to see, a lad from Norfolk, from Durham, do really well. And he's a Norwich fan. He knows what it means, and brilliant from Todd Cantwell. And yeah, he stepped up and took the game by the scruff of his neck. Rotherham played some good football for the first 15 minutes, were far better than Norwich City in that period. Credit to Warren for getting them where they are on merit rather than bottom. Yeah, quickly a side note to Rotherham then. I thought they did play some good football in that first half, and Norwich City were lucky not to go 2-0 down because they had a shot which hit the inside of the post, and you're thinking if you go 2-0 down, do Norwich City have the character to get back into it from 2 goals down? That would be the question, but no. Paul Ward is a Norwich City fan, Rotherham manager, and credit to him. Rotherham will not go down the season on how they're playing. They defend so well as a unit, but obviously in that second half we just had a bit too much for them. We're a bit too creative, And that's credit to Todd Cantwell and Mario Rancic for brilliant balls in behind the defence. And I was speaking actually in my last match review against Hull. The reason why I don't think we won that game is we wasn't making enough runs in behind. Everything was kind of in front of Hull's defence, and that was our main problem last season. But yeah, brilliant to get in behind the defence, and great runs from Max Aarons and Teemu Pukki to do that for the 2 goals. Anita says, what a performance from Maximilian and Todd. Individuals are trying to prove they want a piece in that team. Pukki could have had a hat-trick. Yeah, he could have had some unbelievable chances at the end in that second half. Missed a one-on-one, kept straight at the keeper, and then the ball came back to him and then hit the keeper again. But yeah, we could have even made it a few more, but it was nice to get a 3-1 win. And yeah, Maximilian and Todd, excellent. Max Aarons, I think, is destined for great things, and he's destined for a top 6 club, even if we do get to the Premier League. He's absolutely superb. He's been better than Jamal in my opinion, and yeah, as I said, he almost plays as a right winger at times, and his crosses are great. You know, really good on the ball as well, and Todd Cantwell as well. A very good performance. Emily says, is it even a Saturday anymore if Norwich don't win and Pukki doesn't score? Amazing to see the youngsters teaming up today. I've said it before and I say it again, this is a special time for the club. It is a special time for the club. As some of you longer term viewers may know, obviously not from Norwich, but I've got my first ever half season ticket and I'm looking forward to going down to Norwich more often. It's a special time for the club. Yeah, we're playing some great football. Youngsters as well, doing really, really well. As I said, Max Aarons, Todd Cantwell, and Jamal Lewis, let's not forget about him. He's done very well so far this season. And yeah, Stuart Webber did talk about how he wanted to implement youth into the team, and those 3 have been excellent. And Ben Godfrey as well, he could potentially have a big part to play for Norwich City as the season progresses. Obviously, Alex Tetty's been brilliant so far, and it's been hard for Ben Godfrey to get into that spot. And Daniel Farke also does see Ben Godfrey as more of a defender as well. But you know, we've got so much youth talent, and it's so great to see. Ben says, great result. Who doesn't love a comeback? I'm the only one who think that Krul form has dipped in recent weeks. Yeah, as I said in my match review, I think Tim Krul's had a good season so far, but the last few games he has, you know, fumbled a few balls. You know, the Swansea and now against Rotherham. So something to look at. But you know, Tim Krul's a great lad, and I'm sure his form will pick up. And yeah, who doesn't love a comeback? The 4-3 against Millwall, you would have seen in my match day experience. I just absolutely lost it. If I didn't record, you know, the last few seconds of me celebrating that 4th goal, I don't think I would have remembered it. And I don't remember quite know what happened. You know, there's limbs everywhere, and that's why you love football, isn't it? Those celebrations, those moments. And yeah, another great comeback today. Frank says, Christoph Zinnemann, huge, both literally and metaphorically for Norwich City today. He's like a young Robert Hoof. #FarkLife. Yeah, I love Zinnemann. Sorry. Yeah, he was really good today, wasn't he? He showed great strength on the ball, his passing getting better, and as I said, when Grant Hanley gets back into the team, from his injury, he's not getting into the team over Zinnemann in my opinion. He's been excellent for Norwich City, and you know, he loves the club, and he's done really, really well. A few more now. Ben says, how good is it to see the youth coming through the ranks and having such an impact? Todd Cantwell running the show today and getting on the score sheet. Max Aarons also getting amongst the goals. He and Jamal both superb all year. On the ball, City, yeah. As I said, so many comments are coming in about the youth, and of course we have to praise the youth as well. Todd Cantwell was brilliant, and as I said, Max Aarons superb. On the ball, City, I completely agree. David says, quite poor first half, but such a great second half. Just goes to show what belief and quality we have in the City side. We're Norwich City, we're top of their league. Completely agree, David. Yeah, we did have a quite poor first half, I have to admit. Obviously, lucky not to go 2-0 down. I don't know what it was. We didn't really click. I thought the first 5 minutes I actually thought we played decently, but Mario Rancic was getting closed down a lot. We didn't have those runs in behind. We didn't really get many shots off the goal as well. We didn't test the keeper enough, quite literally. But yeah, the belief and quality can take you so far. And as I said, we're financially not the biggest team. You know, Villa, Stoke. You know, of course, have got more money. But when you have character and belief and ability in yourself that you're going to get back into the game, it can take you a long way, and it is for Norwich City so far this season. Yeah, perhaps a criticism, I think we've got to start better first half. I think Swansea away, we had a brilliant first half, but apart from that, we have been quite slow, and there was a stat a couple of weeks ago where if the games ended in the first half, Norwich would actually be in the relegation zone, Ipswich would be above them, which it just goes to show that the quality we have. Finally, I'm going to end with Ben, who says, as expected, Rotherham came to frustrate and play with high defensive line. Great patience and second half creativity from City made the difference. Yet still the couple moaned behind all game. Proud of the boys tonight. Long but happy journey home. Yeah, sums up how I'd feel, Ben. Obviously, being from Norfolk, you're always going to have a few people moan, but yeah, we were so creative in that second half. And yeah, Rotherham came to frustrate. They parked the bus. They were slightly time wasting in that first half, but yeah. great to see us. Well, once we got that first goal, you kind of felt like the goals would come, and we did, and they did. As I said, so brilliant performance. It's just so pleasing to be a Norwich City fan at the moment. I said all the defenders had a good game, in particular Max Aarons. I thought Tete did well. Mario Rancic I thought was superb, and obviously a great ball in behind for the first goal. Buendia didn't have his best game. Stupidman had a good game, but Todd Cantwell, amazing performance from him, and Teemu Pukki as well. Probably could have had a hat-trick, but at least he got a goal and another goal on the score sheet. I think that's 11 goals now for Teemu Pukki. But yeah, social media have reacted to Norwich City's 3-1 win over Rotherham, and they've been praising the young talents of Todd Cantwell and Max Aarons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later on the Ball City.